Great. Hi guys, how are you doing today?
Hi, Sarah. Yeah, good, thank you.
Good. Congratulations on season 2 of Alex Rider. I was hooked from the beginning and it's incredible. I just wondered if we could start by talking about your roles, your old characters and new characters and where they are in the series without giving too much away.
Okay, well, I wasn't in the last season. I'm only in this season, and I play a character called Damian Cray, who is a very successful, thrusting, confident producer of video games, like the most successful video games in the world. And he's just this kind of super positive guy, leader of his company and all that. But slowly it's revealed that there is a backstory to Damian Cray, which slowly reveals that there is a darker past to him, and that there are things going on that belie the surface, if you see what I mean.
And I play Kyra, and she was in series 1. She was in Point Blanc, the school that Alex got sent to, and they became friends and sort of helped each other survive, saved each other's lives a lot. And then series 2, Kyra pops back up again, saving Alex when he's always getting into trouble. I don't think I can say much more.
Yeah, I think like that's as far as we can go with your character. I always wondered, like, because you guys are playing like roles that they're uncovered over the series and we can't give too much away. When you're like talking about the roles with your family or friends, do you feel like you're kind of in a spy thriller yourself, going like, oh, I can't speak about my role, kind of like hiding it from people that you're close with?
I'm terrible. Like, I'm really bad keeping secrets. Also, I always want like my friends to help me learn lines, so I'm like, can you do this with me? And then they're like, no, because then if I watch it, it's not a surprise. They get really annoyed at me that like I always like give it.
So Toby, how does it feel coming into the cast as a new character, as a kind of a new big figurehead?
Well, it was really fun. I mean, it's quite a while before I actually have any interaction with anybody else. I mean, it's mostly in his world. And then Otto's character comes in. I went into his world and turns it sort of upside down. And that's really fun, because somebody who's on top of the world and he's super confident and he's totally in control of his world. And this kid comes in and turns it upside down, and it's suddenly the control starts slipping from his fingers, and it's what does that do to that sort of person, and the way that connects with his backstory is really fun as well. So I really enjoyed it, and I have sort of scenes with pretty much everybody, at some point, and it was just really fun, kind of getting to work with them all.
Amazing. And how is it revisiting your character, Marli, and bringing Kyra into like a new level of her kind of like story?
Really fun, because Kyra was quite she was only really seen in Point Blanc in series 1, so she was in a very sort of life-threatening situation. You obviously behave differently in such a closed environment, whereas now we see her, she meets Tom and she meets Jack and she meets couple of people in the department. I don't think that's too much of a giveaway. And so it's like there's a lot more you can explore the character when you see them in different environments, and she also learns a lot from these people that she meets. So it's I feel like I really like where she goes in series 2. You see a bit of a different side of her.
Amazing. And just going back to you, Toby, having a tech billionaire as like the main, I put antagonist in because he is in the books, but in the show I don't want to reveal too much, but he's a big kind of figure. Was there anyone in like real life that you kind of based, like that you sort of drew inspiration from?
Well, the thing was, he's in a bit of an outlier because he's a British billionaire, and I didn't really want to base him on Dyson. So it was like, what do I do? I guess what I wanted to do was I wanted to kind of take the kind of qualities that I think that those, like people who are super successful, those driven people who just they are brilliant at what they do, and they have this drive and positivity and kind of, you know, like can-do attitude, and this discipline as well, and that's like fantastic, and kind of wonderful. But if it kind of tilts into control freakery, then it becomes something slightly darker. And I think that's where I like Damian Cray, is that he does have this kind of side to him, which is revealed as we go on through the series. This driven side that's a darker kind of drive, and how those two things work together. That there's like this mask, almost this glossy mask that he wears, but underneath it is this kind of slightly tragic human being. And so I really enjoyed playing that dynamic, and I hope that it works.
Absolutely. And he's really fascinating because even though he's got this darker side, he does a lot of good as well when you back like loads of different causes.
And I think he is, I mean, I think what makes it fun is always when, you know, it's not some just sort of, it's a complex person. And the thing is, you understand in a way what makes them tick. You know, once it's revealed and you go, oh, that's what you're about. And that's really sad. And it's kind of, and so it makes it much more ambiguous for kids. I mean, I love the fact that Horowitz paints these characters that are quite complex and puts these kids in an adult world where it is complicated. Life is complicated, and let's not pretend it isn't, you know. I mean, we don't have to depress them totally, but, you know, it's nice challenging them in a way and sort of going, you know, these are complex characters and complex stories.
Amazing. And you do it so well. I mean, you're great in the show, as are you, Marli. I think what I love, correct me if I'm wrong, your character was written for the series and it's not in the books.
Yeah.
How was the fan reaction? Because the more I researched, the more I realized that Alex Rider is such a huge kind of phenomenon with younger audiences. How has their reaction been to this new character?
Really lovely. I was a bit nervous for series 1 coming out, if people would like embrace her or be a bit like, why is she there? But no, I think fans have been really lovely and really like taking her on as part of the team. And yeah, like also they just have, I mean, the sort of, I guess because we've all sort of there's not been a lot of meeting people, but it's a lot from social media. There's like people have their own ideas. I love that, like fans can like sort of take a character and run with them and figure out, like they decide who they are and where their relationships will go and what they think will happen, and that's really fun to see. My little sister sends me screenshots. I don't have Twitter, so she sends me screenshots on Twitter all the time, and I'm like, ooh, interesting.
That's amazing. Well, you guys are wonderful, and it's been lovely to speak to you today. Good luck with the series. Again, it's amazing, and I literally watched the first episode. I was like, right, bam, 6 episodes in, so it's really good.
Thank you, Sarah.
Care. No worries.
Thank you,
Have a
Sarah.
lovely day.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're watching Hey You Guys!
Hey You Guys, huh?
Hey, you guys.
Is that from the Goonies?
It is indeed, yes.
Nice.
Hey,